Good day and welcome to the dining room table. New York City Mayor Eric Adams says he doesn't see any help coming from Washington, D.C. Please subscribe, like, and share. So, the day before this video, New York City Mayor Eric Adams went to Washington, D.C., where he wanted to speak to other leaders across the nation and also the Biden administration regarding getting assistance for the asylum seeker crisis in New York City. This was his 10th trip there to talk about it. He has not spoken to President Biden. New York State Governor Kathy Hochul went to Washington, D.C. a couple of weeks ago, and she wasn't able to speak to President Biden, even though she did speak to senior staff. So here is Mayor Adams just talking about um, how he felt his trip went, if he sees any assistance coming anytime, and what does New York City have to do now?
Update. As you know, yesterday I was in Washington, D.C. To meet with our congressional leaders and to meet with the White House. And I wanted to take the opportunity at the White House celebration for the holiday season because I knew I would have a gathering of lawmakers, mayors from across the country. And I was able to speak with the mayor of Chicago and leaders from Massachusetts and others. And we're seeing the same thing across the entire country. Our residents are weary, our residents are angry, our residents are seeing the impact of the migrant and asylum seeker issue, how it is taken away from the resources that should go to the day-to-day services of running the city. We did not walk out from DC with any level of optimism that anything is going to drastically change. It is clear that for the time being, this crisis is going to be carried by the cities. Here in New York City, as you know, we had a very painful November plan that we had to produce, and now we're looking forward or in the direction of how do we address the $7 billion budget deficit that we have to address in January. And these men and women behind me who are service providers in some way or another, they see firsthand of what these cuts are doing and will do. This is not the budget we want to pass. The budget we wanted to pass clearly invested in children and families and those who are in need. We are at an untenable situation right now, and it is painful for us. It is painful for the city. And I think that you see it being reflected in the polls. It is because our federal government actions have taken a toll on the people of this city. We're going to continue to do our job in this administration, but these are extremely challenging times. And as I left Washington, D.C., I did not leave with optimism. I left with the cold reality that help is not on the way in the immediate future. It is going to be at this moment, it's going to be up to New Yorkers and this administration to continue to navigate this challenge that we're facing. Okay.